My name's Pete Woods, you're watching Hexham TV. Who are you?
I'm Dave Barden, and this is my exhibition. It's called Images of Jazz.
So Dave, we're at the Queens Hall here in Hexham. The exhibition opens today. When does it run till?
It runs until the 30th of May, which is quite a long time, but it straddles Easter, which is good. It also, in that duration, covers the Jazz Festival, the Northumberland Jazz Festival, and that was quite deliberate because I wanted to make a strong link between the content of my work here and the people who were performing and visiting the Jazz Festival. And hopefully they'll pass through this space here and look at the work on the way into listening to jazz. Or playing the jazz. I mean, it'd be great to get some of the musicians in, sort of looking at the work. One or two of them might recognise themselves in the work.
So I understand you're actually artist in residence for the Jazz Festival.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, that's right.
Now you've been making pictures of jazz musicians for quite some while, Dave.
That's right.
What inspires you about the music and the people?
I suppose the first thing to say, and that's not evident in the work I don't think, but I'm musical and I play in a jazz band called Bridge End Jazz Band, and we play traditional jazz, and I've been doing that for the best part of 2 years now, and we play gigs locally, festivals, and we play at a pub in Prudhoe called the Adam and Eve. So that gave me an extra kick really towards doing something that I've always loved. I mean, I've always loved jazz and it has cropped up in my work before, but the fact that I've been playing jazz and getting round and keeping the company of people playing jazz, that's given me the incentive, I think, really to make new work, because most of this work here has been made over the last 18 months. There are one or two pieces that are older than that, but the majority of it has been made over, quite a recent period of time. And
you use mixed media, don't you, to produce some of the pictures?
I use a lot of collage in my work. It's not pure collage, but I find that by being able to collage into the paintings, I can bring in references, I mean, I'm looking at one in front of me now. It says "Stomping at the Savoy." Well, that's actually come from a poster. And then there are other things that I've added in because of their textural qualities or their colour. But I use it as an addition to paint, right? So part of the image might be painted and part of it might be stuck on. And I try and make the two things kind of come together. I think it just makes for a richer statement and a richer surface, certainly, and the references, I think, then are wider than they would be if I was just making straightforward paintings of people playing jazz, though some of them are that. This one is behind me. It's a straightforward, almost like a portrait of a musician that's played here several times, and his name's Bruce Adams. He's a very good trumpet player, and he plays trumpet. He actually his party trick is to play two trumpets at once. So imagine that. But he did that when he was here last year. Yeah.
And are there any jazz musicians who you haven't painted so far who you'd really like to paint?
Without kind of going into specific names, there are two areas that I think they're not totally absent in my work, but I would like to do more with it, and that is I'd like to do more with women playing instruments. Women in jazz tend to become singers, and there are singers in these paintings here, women singers, but women instrumentalists I haven't seen many, and I would like to, seek those out, because that would be a new dimension really of the work. And the other one is I think I should do something from young people, because there's lots of activity at the Globe in Newcastle that runs workshops for all sorts of things, but essentially promoting young people in jazz music. So they're two strands that I think I would really like to develop over the next 6 months or so.
And are your paintings for sale at this exhibition?
Yes.
Dave Barden, artist, thank you very much for talking to Hexham TV.
Thank you.
Cheers, Dave.